Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to my 31 Days of Horror in October, Day 11. But wait, it's also Multipack Mania! And we asked you guys to pick packs that were horror related or something having to do with Halloween. And to be honest with you, the pack that I picked has nothing more to do with Halloween than anything else because this reminds me of Halloween. And I picked the Boris Karloff collection. Now this has 5 movies on it, and I'm going to use a 6-sided die, and you guys might recognize this. This is my good old Freddy vs. Jason die, so technically there are only 5 sides. If I roll a Freddy vs. Jason, I have to re-roll. Okay guys, let's see what we're going to watch, and then I'll tell you why this reminds me of horror while I'm shaking the die. Boris Karloff has always reminded me of horror because when my daughter was really little, after we would go trick-or-treating, I usually would dress up with her. We would come home and we would watch Frankenstein or The Mummy, the old Universal classics. So let's see, let's roll this die and see what we come up with. We have a 3. And counting down, this has Night Key, Tower of London, The Climax, The Strange Door, and The Black Castle. So counting down, 1, 2, 3, we have The Climax. So I'm going to go watch The Climax and come back with a review for Multipack Mania soon. Okay guys, I'm back. I just watched The Climax, and here's what I thought. The Climax is a 1944 film which runs approximately 87 minutes and is directed by George Wagner. It stars the legend Boris Karloff as Dr. Frederick Hohner, Susanna Foster as Angela Klatt, and Turhan Bey as Franz Munzer. This was a fantastic film. It's not going to be for everyone because it does have a lot of musical sort of stuff in the film. And I'll explain that. This was actually done after the Phantom of the Opera, and I think they were trying to recoup the money that they spent on the Phantom of the Opera, so they used a lot of the same sets. Okay, you have Boris Karloff, who plays Dr. Hohner. Dr. Hohner is in love with his girlfriend named Marcelina. She is a famous singer, and she's just getting more and more popular. She has a voice like an angel. And she's singing The Magic Voice, which is a production in the Royal Theatre. And the king wants her to sing it for him as well, so that just kind of shows you how talented she is. Well, Boris Karloff's character is feeling kind of like second fiddle to her voice. She's getting famous and basically kind of moving on without him, even though he's a famous doctor. But he does not want her to leave him, so he wants to silence her voice forever. So he strangles and kills his girlfriend. 10 years later, the Royal Theatre is still going, and he goes occasionally and watches the actors and actresses and singers and everything. It's kind of like opera mixed with ballet. And he hears Angela Klatt. Now, Angela Klatt has been basically sneaking into the Royal Theatre in order to look over the old scores with her fiancé, who is Frank Muntz. And he hears the most beautiful, splendid voice that he hasn't heard since he killed his girlfriend, Marcelina. So he is determined and haunted by her voice to stop her from singing ever again. He actually hypnotizes her and tells her that she can't sing. And basically when she sees him, she'll know her voice belongs to him and not her. So she will lose her voice. And that's exactly what happens. She does gain notoriety, but then when he hypnotizes her, she loses her voice. And it's up to her fiance and the composer in order to help her get her voice back. Now, everybody's probably saying this doesn't sound like horror, but it is. It's psychological horror. And Boris Karloff plays Boris Karloff extremely well. He is always a great villain, and some of the parts are downright creepy. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be for everyone. I loved it. I thought it was great. Oh, and by the way, this is the first time that Boris Karloff did a film in color. The first color movie with Boris Karloff in it. So that was pretty cool as well. I gave this one 8.5. And that is 8.5 bloody skulls. Stay tuned for day 12, and if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.